Hi, I'm Stephen Jones again, one of the trumpet professors at Western Michigan University here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Let me give you a few little hints on range. Many trumpet players are concerned with hitting the high notes, and of course low notes also are very important. Let me first of all point out that the high range is truly an extension of the middle range, and many people's difficulty in the high range has much to do with how they happen to play the middle range. Let me give you a couple of ideas. Here's idea number one. If I choose the laziest embouchure setting that I possibly can for my middle range, it will feel to me like I'm saving strength. For instance, I can play with a very loose embouchure and easily play a middle G. You can see how almost collapsed my embouchure is. Now I can even play a little above and below it. When I do that, my upper notes tend to be a little flat and my low notes tend to be a little sharp. But I feel like it's so effortless it must be right, and that's wrong. What a much better way to do this would be is to form my embouchure more in the middle range, even to a point where it feels like I'm forming up much more than I really have to. Now, a good way to do this is to first of all play a high note. For instance, if I hit a high C, I'll have to form my embouchure up more to do that. Now you can see I really flexed my muscles more, and I tended to contract my muscles together more for that high C. Now the trick is to immediately go to the middle G with the high C's embouchure. Most players will find that when they play a middle G that way, they're forming up their embouchure much more than they normally would. It'll almost feel to them like overkill. Like they certainly shouldn't have to do that to just play a middle G. But in fact, it's a good idea to form up that much, even in the middle range, because when you form up that much, those extreme registers are also available with that same embouchure setting and that same embouchure technique. So let me form up more for my middle G, and then I can easily play the extreme registers with that embouchure setting. One other idea which I really encourage you to try. Suppose that inside my mouthpiece I could blow down or up. If I wrote an X at the bottom of my mouthpiece cup and sort of blew down to that spot, what register would that most naturally enable me to play? Tends to play low. Another idea would be the opposite. Suppose that I had a mosquito sitting on my nose and I was going to blow straight up with a trumpet embouchure formed. Blow straight up. Now let me write the X at the top of my mouthpiece cup and blow straight up. It tends to place me in the high register. Curiously, I've shown this technique to a number of beginning students, and they've been able to play high and low almost immediately without substantially changing the amount of effort, just by blowing higher in the mouthpiece, which tends to hold the upper lip back more, and put the point of vibration out on the upper lip a little bit more. And they tend to play the low range more easily by simply blowing down in the mouthpiece. If any of you have heard about the pivot system, this tends to cause a pivot to occur somewhat naturally.